Shalom YouTube. So I'm going to do a top 5 videos on food to avoid that are heavily sprayed with some pesticides. So number 1, strawberries and berries in particular. There's something that you don't peel, so it's something that usually is sprayed with pesticides so that the bugs won't ingest them. So that strawberries, white potatoes. White potatoes are actually like nothing but sugar anyway, so you want to try to avoid these anyway, though they are tasty and delicious. They are the ones that are usually heavily processed, so try to go organic if you can with these. One that is not is actually the sweet potato. You don't have to buy organic sweet potatoes. The main reason is because sweet potatoes are actually the main ones. Like white potato is actually like not even real. They splice stuff together to actually even create a white potato. Food to avoid are cucumbers. Like, not only do you want to avoid them because they got all this wax that's up there, always make sure you're scraping off that wax, but you want to avoid because the soft inside, they're just more prone to getting animal attacks and bug attacks, so they spray them with a lot of chemicals. So just make sure that you're avoiding cucumbers. And look, they're usually the cheap ones too. Try to get organic with that, as well as zucchini and squash. Those are bonus. Another one that is usually prone to being produced with a lot of pesticides. You especially want to make sure, like, if you are going to buy some apples, they're like not from China or even like of Mexico or South America, because a lot of times they use pesticides that are even banned here, but they allow it. Matter of fact, they sell it to them so that they can use it whenever. But you want to avoid apples because they're usually ones that are heavily sprayed with pesticides. If you're going to get any spinach, then that's another one that you'll want to make sure that you're buying organic, and that's just because they're more prone to getting bug attacks. So you want to make sure that you're getting organic versus inorganic when it comes down. To avoid are tomatoes because they are also heavily sprayed with pesticides. Like the whole organic versus not organic thing, like basically there's just foods that they tend not to really spray with a lot of pesticides, like avocados. This tough exterior that it has, I mean, animals just don't get to it. So organic versus inorganic avocados, I would say stick with the regular ones because you don't know. If something says genetically modified, of course, don't get it. But as far as the fleshy tomato type of fruit, you want to make sure that your foods that are... So Shalom YouTube, I'm going to do a top 5 video on... One good note to know is something like onions. They usually don't need a lot of processing with not so much as chemicals, but with